One of the most interesting phases in our search for knowledge, in our search for proof of another life, another existence beyond the physical, is the experience of astral travel. It is here where we will experience a state of being without the firm connection to our physical body. The chains of the physical earth plane have been released, and we have now the freedom to move as a spirit, to travel around the world, to other planets, to the astral plane, back and forth in time with full consciousness. Along with meditation, it is by this method that we can find the record of our existence, to find out why we were born, to find what duties we are to perform. It is by this experience that our physical and spiritual identities will be realized. It is not difficult, but does take practice. Let's listen to Mora now on how we can learn this new art.
Good evening.
Good evening.
This is the teacher Mora. This will be my last session with you. And on this session, we're going to talk about astral projection. Astral projection is when the soul leaves the body with the silver cord still attached. A lot of you are wondering about the silver cord now. The silver cord is attached to the physical. And as long as the silver cord is attached to the physical, there is no way another entity can enter your body. The only way the silver cord is detached is the time for you to leave it. It's the same performance that goes through when the physical body leaves its mother and they cut the cord to relieve the lifespan from the mother and the baby takes over. Astral projection, it does sound scary to a lot of students, but there is nothing really to be afraid of. Because you project out of your body every night when you go to sleep. If you like it or not, you do. And the reason you do leave is one reason is for that the body can regenerate. So it can carry on its next day function with the soul in the body. And how this can be proven is when a person is really sick and on their deathbed, the death will usually occur between 2 in the morning and 6 in the morning, because this is when the soul re-enters, and if the body's not regenerated enough through sickness, the body will die. Astral projection is a marvelous thing when once you learn it. It can carry you up to the astral, where you can look up your records, see your friends, go to school up there, learn your lessons. But the trouble is, most of the students lose their consciousness between the astral projection and when they come to the astral. First of all, to get ready to astral project, you should go on a balanced diet. Number one, a lot of fruit. You should eat a lot of fruit. Number two, a lot of vegetables. And vegetables, what I'm talking about is mostly bean sprouts, mushrooms, a lot of figs, and almond nuts. This creates and holds the temperament of the body down. This is also a good diet for your meditation too. When you're going to want to learn to astral project, the best way to learn is to go up to your bedroom, especially when you're not tired, and lay flat on your back and close your eyes and start visualizing your astral body lifting out of the physical. Now students, this is going to take time. The first thing you're going to start feeling as you start practicing this, the tingling in your body. Let it go. Don't pay attention to it. It's the astral body trying to break loose. The next thing you're going to feel, it's what most of everybody fears of. When you lift out, you're going to try to breathe. And you're going to realize you can't breathe. And it scares you. You think you're leaving the body for the last time, that you're dying. And puts you right back into the body automatically as soon as the fear comes. Because once you lift the astral lifts out of the physical, you don't have to breathe. Remember that. So just let it go. The first couple times before you get out, the heart is going to pound a little harder. But it's not going to stop, so don't let that fear you. Practice this whenever you can. Of just visualizing yourself out of the body. And these 3 points that I told you of what to look for. And the main thing is no fear. Because fear will put you right back into the physical. You want to go right back into the safety of your house that you're living in, that your astral is living in. It feels secure inside there, like nothing can touch it. Because the astral body don't want to leave. But it's up to you to carry it out of just visualizing it. And visualizing it and visualizing it. Because once the mind gets strong enough, it will carry the astral out. And then when you do get out, you'll be going laying straight up. And now remember this, when you're once out, it takes the only power you have to maneuver this astral body is by thought. And thought alone. When you're once out, think to yourself to roll over. And you will roll over. And look at that physical body of yours. Take a good look at it. The first couple times, just do this. Go no farther than that. After you come adjusted of leaving your body, then think of you like to go to a certain room into your house. Just think of that room, the kitchen, the living room, or the dining room, or the den. And you be there just as fast as that thought comes to your mind. Practice this in your own house. Of just practicing of getting control of your astral body. That's the main thing. Of learning to control it. Step by step, like I told you. And then, when you get well control of your body, of just thinking that you want to come to the astral. What do you want to do on the astral? Think that you want to come up for a lesson, and you be there. Or maybe you just want to shoot through space. Just think that, and you be shooting through space. But the most important thing, students, is the fear. You got to get over the fear. That's what holds you in these bodies. Because the astral body been in there a long time. It's secure. It feels secure in there. And you're not going to get it out overnight of you knowing it. The reason it can leave so easy when you're sleeping, the heartbeat is down. And when you're sleeping, when the body's sleeping and the physical mind is sleeping, then the subconscious takes over. And the subconscious doesn't have fear. Then it can lift out real easy. But it's the conscious mind that holds the astral body in, long as it's awake. So what do you got to do, students? You got to work on of changing the conscious mind, of getting over the fear that it does not have control. It has no business control over your astral body. Because the conscious mind is scared that it won't come back. And if the conscious mind is scared of it won't come back, the conscious mind of the physical is dead. Because the conscious mind is materialistic. And the subconscious is the spiritual mind. And this is the whole thing of getting over the fear and changing, letting the subconscious changing and taking over the conscious mind for astral projection. But it's like I said, practice on your bed of just laying there and visualizing that I'm leaving. I feel myself lifting. And you're going to feel the tingling in your legs and your arms. And don't let it fear you. And once you accomplish this, you'll be able to go down and sit in a chair and let yourself go out. You have no fear For you are doing this into the spiritual way. And your teachers and your protectors will be there to protect your body while you're out roaming. That's what they're there for. That no harm will come to you. But the most important thing is the diet. And I'm not going to tell you to quit eating different stuff like meat, because you were brought up on it. So many students, they think they got to quit this, they got to quit that, and they got to do this, and they got to do this in order to do this. This is all hogwash. The only thing you have to do is the astral travel of projecting yourself, is convincing the conscious mind that it does not rule your astral body. And this is through positive. Because the conscious mind doesn't want the astral to leave. And this is why the only time the astral can get out at night is when the conscious mind is sleeping. So who's going to be king? The conscious mind or your real mind, the subconscious? It's up to you. And through, by thinking of you lifting out, the subconscious will eventually take over the conscious, and you have no problem lifting out. Any questions on this? Does it pretty well explain it to you students in here? This is my last tape now, for a while. And to you people who will be receiving these tapes, it's been my pleasure of just letting you in on a little knowledge that's waiting for you when you develop yourself into this awareness. I am sure if you have any questions that you want me to answer or this group to answer, you should be able to feel free to write to them. And if they can't answer them, they'll bring them to me, and I'll be glad to answer them for you. If you have any problems in meditation or in astral projection, write down and write a letter what the problem is. And I am sure between the group and me, we can solve this problem to tell you what you are doing wrong. Because we want to prove to you that this works. And that you're going to have a more joyful life on earth. And when you're ready to come to the astral for the time that you're not coming back to earth, I want to be there to shake your hand and welcome you. God bless you all now, and good night.
Good night.
I hope you were pleased with the information Mora presented in his lectures. It was equally thrilling for the Search and Prove organization to be given the opportunity to take part in their preparation. These tapes will no doubt bring up many questions that you will want answered. Feel free to write us and let us know your own experiences. If you have problems or difficulties, we may be able to help. In addition, many other tapes are now being prepared by other teachers from the Astral. We hope this to be an ongoing series that will present more information to the serious-minded students who are ready to receive it. We will keep you informed through advertisements and brochures. Remember, The most important element is that you receive your own proof. When this happens, you will be well on your way to real knowledge.